By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build a complete client management system inside Trello, using custom workflow lists and a reusable master template. Trello is an incredibly flexible tool, but without a clear structure, it can quickly become just a digital pile of sticky notes instead of a streamlined engine for your business. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. We're going to begin by setting up the backbone of your entire system, your workflow lists. Now, this step is all about mapping out the exact journey your client takes, from the moment they first show interest all the way to the moment you wrap up your work together. I recommend you start completely fresh by creating a new board specifically for client intake and project management. Once you have that empty board, you want to create a list for each distinct stage in that journey. A standard and effective structure that I use myself looks something like this. First, you'll want a list called lead or inquiry. This is where every single new potential client lands when they first reach out. Next, create a list titled Discovery Call. This holds anyone who has a call scheduled or needs a follow-up to get one on the calendar. Following that, make a list named Proposal or Contract Sent. This is your waiting room for proposals that are out for signature or awaiting an initial payment. Then, you'll need an onboarding list. This is your active setup zone where you handle the client questionnaire, send the welcome email, or create any necessary accounts. After onboarding, you'll have an active or ready list, which is the home for clients who are fully cleared and ready for you to start delivering your actual work. Finally, always create an archived list. This acts as your digital filing cabinet for past clients. The key here is to be honest about your actual process. Don't copy mine if your workflow has 8 unique stages, or if you need a separate list for client feedback. The goal is to name your list so clearly that you could hand this board to an assistant, and they'd know exactly where every single client should live at a glance. A common pitfall I see is people making the lists too broad, like just in progress. That quickly becomes a black hole for work. Instead, be specific. Each list represents a concrete promise or action, and moving a card from one list to the next should feel like a real accomplishment. Now that your board is structured with those clear stages, we're ready to move to the next step, which will save you more time than almost anything else in Trello. We're going to create a master client template card that you can reuse for every single new client. And this is where the magic of consistency really happens. Start by creating a brand new card inside your lead list and name it Client Template. Do not put a real client's name here. Treat this card as your master blueprint. Open that card, and the first thing we'll add is a checklist. Inside the card, click on the checklist button and name it something like New Client Setup. Think of this as your non-negotiable launch sequence. Your checklist items should include things like send welcome packet, send contract for signature, schedule kickoff call, and set up shared folder. You can also add reminders to collect their billing information, send them a style guide, or grant them access to your project management portal. The more detailed your checklist, the less you have to rely on your memory when you're juggling multiple people. But we're not done yet. Your card has a body called the description, and this is a fantastic place to store critical links. In the card description, type in links to your most important resources. This could be a direct link to your contracts template, a link to your standard proposal, or a link to a shared Google Drive folder. Having these here means you don't have to hunt through your email or file explorer when you're rushing to get a new client set up. Now, this is the brilliant part. When a real client comes in, you simply click on this template card. Find the copy button, which is usually in the Actions menu on the right side of the card, and click it. Trello will ask you to name the copy. Enter your client's name or project title, and choose which list and board this copy should go to. You'll place that fresh copy directly onto their profile, which is your lead list, and boom! You now have a brand new card with all of your setup procedures and links already baked in. You don't have to retype a single thing. Every client starts with the same gold standard process, which reduces errors and makes you look incredibly professional. Before we wrap up, let me walk you through how this all comes together in a real-world scenario, so you can see the full power of this system. Let's say a new potential client sends you a message. You immediately open your Trello board, copy the client template card, rename it with their name, and place it in your lead list. That first checklist item might say, Send Welcome Packet. You click it. You grab the link from your card description, send it off, and check that box. Then you move the card to the Discovery Call list. The next checklist item is ready for you to schedule that call. This continues step by step, checklist item by checklist item, all the way through onboarding and into active. Eventually, when the project is complete, you move their card to archived. but you keep all that history. You now have a complete timeline of your relationship with that client. This system is more than just organization. It's a client experience machine. It ensures nobody falls through the cracks, and it gives you a crystal clear view of your sales pipeline and your active workload at all times. You have now built a complete reusable client management system inside Trello that will keep you organized from first contact all the way to project completion. The biggest benefit here is consistency and saved mental energy. You no longer have to remember what to do next for every single person. Your system tells you exactly where you left off. If you want to take this even further, consider adding due dates to your checklist items or using Trello's Butler automation to automatically move cards to the next list when the final checklist item is marked as complete. That is a real game changer for efficiency. If you found this tutorial useful, I'd love for you to save this video so you can revisit these steps whenever you bring on a new client. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.